fight is coming your way.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. That was a solid anti-air. Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Puts one in the pocket. Gets a chance with that jump in. Gets the jump in. Player one chases him down. Did well to get the buff in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Caught in the crosser. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Decides to buff up while they can. Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. That attack landed. Nice counter. A quick breather. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Grabs and throws them away. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Their will to win is really being tested here. Looking for a chance. Clutch, anti-air. Oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? Pay attention. A real bad combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to drop them. Medium kick hits. Anti-air of the clutch. Oh, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Oh, here we go. In with the crosser. Drops him hard. A real test of nerve wall slap into the guard break. Player one is in a very good Jamma. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Decides to puff up while they can. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Definitely saw that counter coming. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Takes a KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks them with the projectile. Nails the anti-air. Decides to buff up while they can. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick hit. Did well to get the buff in there. This is gonna be bad news. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Midway point of the round.
Merde.
Serious. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps in. Oh my god, they just choked it up! This can lead to some big damage! The pressure must be driving them nuts! Doesn't set the flow! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Ooh, you never... Like there's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Player one can't Gotta do better than that. Connects with the throw. Lays down a side hustle. Nothing stops this train. Super hard to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super.
That felt good, didn't it?
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Decides to meet them in the air. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Can't tech the throw. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Solid combo. KO.
Putain.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Very slick with the combo.
Merde. Comment ça se fait que je rate ça?
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Going in? Experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A jump in? Manages to block the jump in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start things off with a jump in? Jump? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Full SA meters on deck.
Merde. Putain.
Like really nice. Keeps cool and locks them out. Amazing. Sticks out a kick. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Oh my, the throw tank burns out. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very will this super art do anything? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super.
Putain.
That felt good, didn't it?
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Saw that low heavy coming. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for the fireball.
Merde.
What's the play here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Pressuring them in the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Big gap between the two fighters, so they go somersault.
Merde.
Some cold. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. They need to rely on their instincts here. Gotta be careful not to win there.
Putain.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Big, low, reaching heavy. Both players look for something,
Merde.
but neither are getting the opening burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with.
Putain.
Good thing. Long range fireball to break the silence. Time to reassess the situation. Player 1 KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches them. Deals some damage with that quick combo.
Merde.
Player 1 has the life lead. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. The attack is parried. Stops him with a target.
Putain.
Alright, what's coming up next? Jacks him with a projectile. Nice read!
Merde.
Him with a somersault kick. With the life gap opening up. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and pop. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Sonic Boom! Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Checks them with the boom. Doing some quick planning? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 2, somersault.
Merde.
Stops them cold. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super. Shiko Jinrai doing the business. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Both sides getting ready. Checks them with the boom. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Zones with the fireball. Sonic Boom. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Somersault.
Ah, putain.
Let's lose the boom. Even the slightest hit makes this is gonna hurt. Player 1 denied.
Merde, encore. Putain. Je me doutais elle allait faire ça.
Catch as catch can as you're gonna get in the fight.
Putain. Voilà. Ah, si j'aurais joué plus longtemps avec lui, j'aurais retrouvé la faille. Hein.
We're in for something special right here, right now. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Blocks the jump in. The move whips.
Merde.
Get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throws out a projectile. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Life lead opens up. Alright, what's coming up next? Impacts a no-go. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They break things off to take a quick breather. Let's off the projectile to waste time. Trying to read each other here? Player 1 can't afford the stakes without that drive through. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Yes, drive impact for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From low heavy to who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stop and pop. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Using the super can open up. Spark Blade is untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Il est parti vite fait. Hein.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Merde.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 with the life lead, below heavy hits. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Checks them with a projectile. Anticipated that counter and oh, burnout.
나한테 쏴라.
Going in, manages to block the jump-in attack. Holds out with the block. Goes for the jump-in. Player 1 KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Long low attack hit.
Merde.
Medium kick hits.
Putain.
Turn to center stage. Gets scooped from down low. Shoryuken? What'll happen here? They are really going at each other. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a
Merde.
situation.
Putain.
Laying the pressure on things.
Merde.
Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, here we go. The throw is denied. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. No, critical art now gets them with a quick low kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Chuck the fireball to continue their demon blade kick. Drops them hard.
Merde.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Goes for the fireball, which is very next with the throw. What'll happen? Nice.
Ah putain.
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in, a dash, blocks the low kick. Scuff him. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Hadouken. Oh, here we go. Parries. Yo, Raw super hit. Gets the counter hit. Oh, in with a rush. Only the best of players can come back from this. Doesn't touch the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Putain, il a enchaîné. Hein.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw.
Putain.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Not much damage done
Merde.
so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Trips them up. Player 1 chases them down. Stops the attack by using the drive pair. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Knockdown.
Merde.
The jump-in is denied. Heading into the end big. Jumps. Up and over. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Adamant flame. Grabs and throws them away. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be burnout activated. Player 2, oh no, they're stunned. The super doesn't hit.
Ah, c'était quoi ça?
All in with the rush. Hits them with the fire. Opts for the Amoro throw. Oh, they got him.
Ah putain.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump in. Zanku Hadouken. Whiffs with that huge attack. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters look to set the smart play.
Merde. Je rate.
Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Merde.
Looking to follow up after that target combo. Cross super hard incoming. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Good presence of mind, so looking to tenderize those organs. You need guts to pull that off. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The combo's there. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Checks with the projectile. Who's gonna make a move? Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Maintains composure and pushes out at the
Putain.
opts for the air-to-air encounter. Trying to read each other here?
Merde. Putain.
Time's the only thing moving here. Alright, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Checks with a medium kick.
Putain.
2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. They're going for the super art. Big difference. Shifujin right hit. Good damage option there. Going in. Now, can they finish the job? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Right lead is there, but still reads the jump in perfectly. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishment. Player 2 brings it home.
C'est ça.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Merde.
Rips the slasher out. Who's gonna make a move? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Goes for the fireball. Stands firm and blocks the drive. Big counter. Responds to the
Putain.
jump with one of their own to drop it.
Merde.
Filling out the spacing. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either.
Merde, enfoiré.
Neither of them willing to back off here. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Rips the slasher out. Jumps. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next
Merde.
Yo, put that away. What'll happen here? They return to center stage. Doesn't miss a beat. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Rips the slasher out. So, what's next? One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Oh, could be the start of something. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Halfway through this round. Oh, feints? The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Not much will brush that off and keep
Ah, putain.
Doesn't miss a beat. Getting up close and personal. A projectile to say, get off of me. Rips the slasher out. Hard.
Merde.
Okay, here we go. the counter hit and
Putain.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
C'est ça.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. An aggressive attack. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The low kick is blocked. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out.
Merde. Enfoiré.
Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 chases them down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Got their eye on the air. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Long low attack hits. Still slugging it out at this range. Goes for the super art. Knee press nightmare hit.
Putain.
Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Knockdown and hits them with a stop and bop. The low heavy's blocked. Jumps. Not much life difference. Jumps up. Looking for a chance.
Merde.
This is gonna hurt. Gets the combo. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Throws.
Ah, putain.
Gets the side flip. Slams on the brake and shuts out the counter. What now? Will this super art do anything? Raw super art incoming. Player 2 can't use any drive flip. They were waiting for it. Closes it out. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps up. Goes to the overdrive. Got their eye on the air. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Solid blocking.
Merde. Putain.
The combo. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Throws them to negate the block. Not much drive gauge to work with for both fighters here. Blocks the low heavy. Oh, burnout triggered. Knockout and burnout activates. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts for Devil's Reverse. Player 1 chases them down. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Jumps in. There's the change of side. From low heavy to... Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Still scrapping for control of the space. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Going in. Clutch, anti-air. Huge chance after that wall splash. Anti-air in the clutch. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. Jump. This may turn to... This is gonna hurt. Who's gonna squeeze in the impact to finish? Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, takes them all the way to the counter. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump in catches them. Decides to meet them in the air. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball.
Merde.
Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up some charges forward. Jumps in, crowns him from above. That combo did decent damage. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Low heavy. The low's blocked. The low.
Merde.
Noticeably gets the counter hit
Putain.
for the win. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Merde.
Blocks the jump in.
Ah,
Goes
putain.
to the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the
Putain, il me loupe pas. Hein.
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Strings a KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. Caught in the cross. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Yo, put that away. What'll happen? They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Smart use of the
Merde.
ability on the overdrive tension. How will they manage their drive gauges? You've got to springs forward with the drive rush.
Ah, putain.
Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still goes to the air. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Clutch anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but with
Ah, putain.
Gets the cap. What a finish!
N'importe quoi. Qu'est-ce que j'ai foutu là?
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows the media hits them with a stop and pop. Picture perfect punish counter. Goes air to air to deny them a chance.
Merde.
Stays cool in counters. All right, what's coming up next? Parries the attack and got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the
Merde.
attack. Life lead opens up. Smart use of the KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump in is denied. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick.
Merde.
Player 2 will look to apply press down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Ah, putain.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Hits them with a stop and pop. Oh no, they're stunned. Smart
Ah, merde.
invincibility on the overdrive tension. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this. In with the cross. Back dashes for spin. The overhead denied. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Closing moments of the match. One passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
away.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball.
Merde.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Raised on the pressure with the projectile. Well-timed command throw there. The big play does it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Putain.
Take advantage of everything that's happened up until now. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? That's a big gap. Who's going experiencing burnout? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Shows a medium kick. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Yes, the low kick hit. What? KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Uncomfortable space here.
Merde.
Can they clip each other on the edge? Deftly shuts out the jump. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. All right, what's coming up next? Impact's a no-go. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The pressure is so intense here. Sees it coming and blocks it. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Takes a trip. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with it. Just goes for it at this range. The soup in there.
N'importe quoi.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumper. They were right.
Merde. Pourquoi il fait ça, lui?
Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how burnout activates. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. A quick breather. Breaks the block with a throw. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Merde.
What'll happen here? Blocks the overhead. The low kick hit. They were right to be on guard there. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation.
Putain.
Sides getting ready. Foam on flatline zone.
Putain.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ça, c'est pas mon jour aujourd'hui, hein, putain.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Overdrive. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. That was a solid anti-air. Reads them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Life lead opens up.
Ah, comment il a fait pour m'attraper là?
Plan him with a pile driver. Projectile to try and change the situation. Target locked and the big play does it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Long low attack hit. Great work finding the opening. Gets the knockdown, and now? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Medium kick. Reads them. Looking to plan him with a pile driver. Burnout activates. Player 2 target locked and scoop.
Putain.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the connects with the throw. Knockdown and long critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
No remorse.
He guts to pull that off. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Box him with a target combo. Checks him with a projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
Merde.
Has the life lead. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases him down. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. A little too greedy there. Denies the low heavy. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Drive gauge finally recovers. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 2 is how will they utilize this? In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Breaks those shins. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. What'll happen here? Their will to win is really being tested here. Hanging on for dear life. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Medium kick! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Starts with a jumper. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Parries the attack and player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Reads them. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Picture perfect punish counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 chases. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. That drive impact doesn't get through. Okay, creating some space here. The drive impact is denied. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sneaks in above. The Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who turns out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has the chance to win the round, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Knockout and throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in.
Merde.
Low heavy. Will this super art do anything? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Street Fighter 6.